for the presentation。那接下来就是今天最后一位，那是来自拉脱维亚的柯达加同学，OK，然后他还有带了一个我觉得很酷的东西，是吗？
Hello everyone, my name is Darton. I'm from Latvia. I'm studying at Latvian University. I'm actually studying Chinese language, and this is my, I would say, last year as a student in Latvian University. And I decided to come here for exchange program in Tamkang University. And as I gathered from Steven, that I'm the first Latvian from to be studying here, so it's my pleasure. And thank you for having me here. I'm sorry, I forgot about this. This is my first time doing that. I'm sorry. Oh, this one. Okay. Thank you. It doesn't work. Thank you. Okay, so moving on. Latvia is a country in Europe, and we are a region in Baltic region, basically in between the Estonia and Lithuania. We are like a sandwich in the middle. So yeah, and most of people don't know where Latvia usually is. So when I say that we are like neighbors to Russia, like you maybe know from that. So our capital city is Riga, and official language is Latvian language. Population are mostly like basically 2 million people, and currency like we have euros. So here are basic phrases. Labdien, it's ni hao. Kā tev, jums iet, nin hauma. Kā tevi sauc, ni dziaušo mince. And es tevi mīlu, vo aini. So that, like as in every country, those are the famous phrases. In the middle of this slide, you can see our monument of freedom, and it's in the center of Riga. The location is in the center of Riga. It presents our how we earn our freedom in Latvia, and basically the lady holding the 3 stars above, her name is Milda. That's a national, also symbolizes the Latvian country and basically the symbol of it. And those 3 stars represent 3 historical places, like historical events that happen in Latvia, and also the state of it. Latvia is a very rich country with their, I would say, green environment, and with those, and also 4 seasons. All of our seasons are magnificent. The winter is my favorite one. Spring also, summer and autumn. And not only to forget that we are rich as an environment and green country, but also our people and Latvian people and culture are rich with their magnificent and together population, because we stand for each other and we also fall for each other, basically. That's how we roll in the world. And but the most important thing that I want to talk about is Latvian Song and Dance Festival. This festival is the most magnificent festival of Latvian culture, because it started to be only like Latvian thing, but it came along to be international thing. Basically, most of the people now all around the world know about this festival. It's where we, like all dancers, singers, chorus, and another groups, we get together and we basically just pour our music and dance in one stadium and in one place. And here, I was participating in Latvian Song and Dance Festival for 5 years. Like in each year, I've been like Latvian folk dancer. Here are the pictures. These are for rehearsals, the first one. These are like when we had this the first day of the festival, and these are my friends when we were participating there. And the first festival, it happened in 1873, and with thousands of singers. And now it has moved on. Basically, this year was our like last festival. The festival happens every 5 years, and we never gave up on it. And this year we had like 17,000 dancer groups, 16,000 singer groups, and chorus, and like rest of them were other groups as the instrumental clubs, and basically, yeah. And now we are around like 40,000 participants, and everyone around the world are free to buy the tickets and see this magnificent festival. So before I move on to the next slide, before I move on to the next slide, I wanted to like guide you how this festival, like how we are doing it basically. So for festival we have 1 week, and it usually happens on July. This year also it happened in July. For every day in a week, participants rehearsal at their own place. Well, for us it was Daugavas Stadium, which is really like the biggest one in Latvia, where like concerts and other events are happening. And for singers it was Stadium Mežparks, which also is the second biggest one that I will show you in the video. And after these rehearsals, we all present ourselves, and the way that we learn with the help from our like teachers, we represent ourselves and our skills to the audience. And and the next festival will be in 2028, in 5 years. So you are free to buy the tickets and see. So yeah, we can see now. This is from rehearsal. This is video from my own. Thank you. This is Daugavas Stadium. All the dancers are dancing in rehearsing now. And here you will see me. Okay, a little bit I messed up the camera, but and yeah, thank you. And basically, yeah, that's how all of us are there together, and thousands of collectives, thousands of groups. Each of us have their own name, and the same with the countries, like hockey team and football team. You do understand about that. And okay, thank you. And yeah, and they are separated and united by 150 years, basically. This is the stadium Mesh Parks, where the chorus is singing. Millions, like thousands of people are singing, and this is how it looked like, this picture. On the right is from the Dagor Stadium, where we danced and participated. Here is also a picture, some of it. Here's also my mother. Me and my mother and I, and my brother, we all participated this year. And I don't know if you can see a little bit, maybe darker, but these are our traditional folk dancer outfits. And yeah. So what has happened recently in Latvia? Before I move on, I wanted to take a close picture of this one. This is also the as I mentioned of freedom, moment freedom, and yeah, basically first thing that happened in this year was Latvia won bronze medal in 2023 yeydjfgjg World Hockey Championship. This is the first medal for Latvia ever that has won. And when I told you about we are united as one population, that's the truth, because no matter what happens, we stand by each other. And when we when we won the medal, I'm gonna move back to the picture. That is how we all greeted our champions, who won it, basically our hockey team. Every people are from all Latvia, and we are greeting them. We had day off because that's how amazing this event was for all of us, and yeah. So the next one, of course, that I told you about, the Song and Dance Festival, and this year it was 50th year for this Song and Dance Festival. And we won't stop, and we will still continue to participate. I hope so. And Latvia wins third place in the World Basketball fifth place in the World Basketball Championship. And in 1935, Latvia was the first to win the first place in the World Basketball Championship in history, and which leads us to the a little bit about the films and about the film industry. So basically, this is one of the popular film, Dream Team 1935, and we are as a film industry country, we are not that bad. We are actually really good, and this film is about how we won, how we excel this big opportunity. Also, most of the Latvian films you can watch with English subtitles if you want, just saying. And this is the real picture of the champions who have won it. And yeah, here is the video also. 1 second, thank you. In this video, while it loads, I will tell you that basically this is my own video that I filmed when I went to see the amazing event, when we won the hockey, bronze medal, and how people greeted all of the hockey team. Okay, that's me screaming there. I was also really excited, as the rest of the country and thousands of people there. And yeah, thank you. And basically, yeah, the next slide will be also, I wanted to see, as I mentioned, the film industry about Latvia. I just put here also 3 of our most viewed films. The first one is, it's called Rudolf Mantojums. It's basically Gold of Rudolph. It's a peasant time film. It's a really historical one and really comedy one. It's really cool. In the middle is Riga Sargi, which is offenders of Riga. It's about how we earned our freedom, basically. And the third one is based on a book novel, It's also a freedom film. It's about the soul of guardians and yeah, it's really tough, but it's really beautiful. And national holiday in Latvia is like, as I told you, that Latvian Freedom Fighters Remembrance Day, and as we call it Latviešu diena, and it's happening this year, Saturday, November 11th. We basically on November 11th, 1920, the first Solomon awarding ceremony of the large places, which is the offender of war orders. And the way that we celebrate it, it's really close to our hearts. Basically, where you see all these candles and the parade, that's how we do it every year. And we have this own place to put their candles. Basically, every people from around Latvia is in their own cities. They have these place to put all the candles, and we all gather together and just sing our national songs, basically, yeah. And Border Latvia, or Republic of Latvia Proclamation Day is happening on November 18th, Saturday, this year's. And activities all around Latvia. Basically, we have White Nights, which is kind of when I saw on the 10th of October about national holiday in the Czech Republic and in Thailand. But you have also this lightning show in Taipei city, and it's really beautiful. Well, we have kind of the same thing where the projectors show on the buildings our some kind of events or movies or whatever comes in mind in that year activity. Free passing to museums and film theaters. And basically, yeah, you don't have to worry about money if you want to come and see what's happening around Latvia, because we have free pass everywhere for the day. We also have Midsummer celebrating, Līgo un Jāņi, as we call it. That's happening on June 24th, and we have celebration for 3 days. Basically, we are dancing, we are singing, we are drinking beer, and that's why the third point is cheese and beer, because that's the most irrelevant point. Bonfires, Līgošana, which means midsummer singing, basically, and midsummer fall beliefs. We have these old beliefs. If you will stay up all night, then you won't be bitten by mosquitoes next summer, or the one who will jump not through the fire, not that big, but a smaller one, across the fire, then he will get good luck next year, and so on and on. It's really interesting and really cultural thing. And what to visit in Latvia is basically film theater, Splendid Palace. That's this theater. I also worked there. I was a customer services specialist, and this is the best theater and the only one who presented the first one who presented films with the sound. In all world, and this is the best cinema in Latvia, and worldwide it turns out to be best cinema also in Baltic cities. This year the cinema will turn 100 years old, and this is how it looks from the inside. It basically looks like opera, but it's a cinema, and you also can get guided tours from it. And location is in capital city of Riga. And you're welcome to go there. Adventure Park, as we call it, Tarzan. It's really interesting one as well. You can climb, you can, well, yeah. And Rundal Palace, which is the most historical palace of not like, basically it represents also like nations in Latvia together, and it's like Provence is really amazing. And I had also some other slides. I'm sorry, can I? I'm sorry, guys. So I wanted to show you also the video before I move on to the next slide of the. This is a chorus singing in the basically in the Meshparks Stadium, and that is how it basically happened. Yeah, thank you. And the chorus is located here. They're singing from here, and here are all the audience basically. And that's it. Once again, I get a mood. I'm really sorry. You could state the presentation. That's okay. Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry, some trouble. Okay, before I will finish soon, I wanted to tell you about as my colleagues had so many good things to say about their food. I don't have so many things to say about my food, but about Latvian food because to be honest, we don't have really international food cuisine, but we do have international our things. So it's this is Latvian balsam. It's basically really similar to Jagermeister if you compare to these two alcoholical beverages. We have this is blackcurrant one, and we have cherry one, and it's basically been in our cultural thing for decades. And every person who is in Europe basically knows about this thing. And when they go to visit Latvia, they have to taste it. That's the most important thing. And yes, and the next thing is chocolate lima. This is also from the 1870s, as you can see, and it's also our mainly thing that will know about Latvia. We also have a cult and this is also compares to the place to visit, which is Chocolate Museum Lima. And going back to the previous slide, as you can see, this is next to the Freedom Monument. This is Lima's clock. Basically, it's based on this chocolate. And the funny thing I wanted to tell you is that we have this joke in Latvia. I think most of you know the app called Tinder. Well, we Latvians sometimes use it too. And when we have this discussion with significant other on Tinder, where should we meet? Everywhere, but Lima's clock will be the main location where to meet with your date. And when you go to Latvia and you want to meet with the person, you just need to say Lima's clock. Everyone in Latvia will know where it is. Okay. And yeah, basically, I'm sorry. Okay, it's going on and on, but yeah, that's mainly the points, and that's it. Thank you very much.
You want to go next slide?
Just the end slide, that's fine.
End slide?
Yeah. Thank you. You can also feel free after the presentation, you can see here are a little bit of cards from Latvia.